U.S. President-elect Donald Trump has arrived in Washington, D.C. to take part in the swearing-in ceremony that will mark his return to the White House. This comes amid a Wall Street Journal report claiming that Trump is planning to visit China and India after he takes office. Donald Trump arrived in the Air Force One aircraft along with his family in D.C. on Saturday to take oath as the 47th president of the U.S. Ahead of the presidential inauguration ceremony, the 78-year-old took part in a fireworks display with some 500-odd guests at his Virginia Golf Club located in the outskirts of D.C. On the eve of his swearing-in ceremony, the U.S. president-elect will be holding a rally with his supporters at the Capitol, One Arena in downtown D.C. on Sunday. Trump will also be holding another rally after the inauguration ceremony. Ahead of Trump's inauguration ceremony, authorities have beefed up security in D.C., which has now been transformed into a fortress. The inauguration ceremony has been cordoned off with 30 miles of fencing, while 25,000 troops will be deployed to monitor the event. Additionally, D.C. police will also be using a state-of-the-art helicopter to keep a close eye on the crowds. The helicopter's onboard camera can reportedly track a license plate 1,000 feet above the ground and can send back the live video back to the department's real-time crime center. Now, amidst this, thousands gathered in D.C. to protest against Trump's anti-abortion policies. Protesters were seen yelling chants, pounding drums and holding signs that read, "Save America," against abortions, then "Don't have one," and "Hate won't win." The Washington protests saw over 500,000 demonstrators, while millions took part in local marches across the country. In Boston, thousands took part in a rally addressing several issues like women's rights, access to abortion, and climate change.
We came out here to show our daughters that they don't have to put up with not being equal and not having reproductive rights, not having healthcare rights, not having rights. We came out here to teach them how to fight back, because that's what America was built on, and we want one day for them to not have to fight, but until then we're going to teach them how to fight.
Meanwhile, Donald Trump has reportedly told his advisors that he is planning to visit China and India after assuming office. Now, according to a Wall Street Journal report, the visit aims at improving bilateral ties between Beijing and Washington after Trump threatened to impose tariffs on Chinese imports. In addition, Trump has also expressed his interest to visit India. Reports suggest that talks were initiated during a visit by India's External Affairs Minister Jaishankar to D.C. in December last year. Jaishankar will also take part in the presidential inauguration ceremony that will be held on January 20th. Reports also emerged that the Indian External Affairs Minister will be meeting the foreign ministers of the Quad member nations on January 21st. This could mark the first meeting of the Quad foreign ministers from US, Japan, Australia and India under the Trump 2.0 administration. Later in the year, India will host the Quad Leaders Summit. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.